Closing market comments for Monday, October the 26th. Grains closed today mixed today, with wheat sharply lower, corn about unchanged to slightly lower, and soybeans up slightly for the day. Grains opened lower last night. Beans were able to rally early in the session, then sold back off, and then rallied during the day today to close higher for the seventh day in a row. News overnight was that China was talking about lowering tariffs again and increasing exports. They want to become the number one corn importer in the world, surpassing Mexico for that position. So that lended support to the market, but was not enough to offset the heavy selling from hedge pressure over the weekend. We saw quite a bit of harvest go on, and you'll see in the crop conditions here in a little bit. Ukraine announced this morning that their corn crop would be down from 35.9 million metric tons to 30.0 million metric tons. That did try to lend a little support, but at the same time, Argentina and Brazil were getting rain and expecting more rain to come, so that put some pressure on the complexes as well. Corn was gaining support from the late planting of the soybeans, delaying the safrinha crop, so you can see that put a little pressure there. Open interest in corn was down 14,500 contracts on Friday. Soybean interest was down 40,000 contracts. Some concerned that maybe we had topped this market out and that people were starting to liquidate long positions. So we'll have to see how that goes over the next few days. Fund positions on Friday night were extremely big. Corn at 218,825 contracts. Soybeans 231,892 contracts. And wheat at 49,728 contracts. This is the largest combined position since the 2011-2012 drought year. We did have a couple sales announcements this morning. Philippines bought 135,700 metric tons of soybean meal, and Unknown bought 120,700 metric tons of soybeans. China took 7.25 million metric tons of beans from Brazil in September, 1.17 million metric tons from the U.S. in September. Weekly exports out yesterday had corn at 25.0 shipped last week. That's down from 35.9 the week before, and 15.4 last year, with 26 to 31 expected, so just below the range, and 47.4 needed. Soybean exports were 97.9 million, a very big number, up from 85.2 the previous week, and 58.0 last year, with 66 to 92 expected and 38.0 needed. Wheat exports at 13.4 million, above last week at 8.9, but below last year at 20.0, with 15 to 20 expected and 18.4 needed per week. In other markets, the dollar was stronger. Stocks were sharply lower today on fear of increased COVID cases in both the United States and Europe, and the fear that we were not going to get some type of relief package passed through the House and the Senate. So we'll have to see how that progresses. Election day is only 7 days off tomorrow, so they're talking probably nothing now before Election Day. So we'll see how it works out. Thanks for watching. Have a good evening.